Here are the keys.
This way.
Ambulance. We have some more people. And I got this one thing for you. Yes. And I guess this is the booklet.
Work across this island. Chase Fund was responsible, in addition to other agencies, for the upgrade of the Carter Park that we have enjoyed the last 5-6 weeks having night football. Chase Fund was instrumental in that project. And also in the fact that we are now going to tie the sewage into the main sewage line. And they're not finished, because what we have seen at Carter Park is phase 1 of a project where we are going to ensure that we have a mini stadium right at Carter Park. Chase Fund, libraries, arts, mental health, sports, culture. Thank you, Chase Fund, and thanks to everyone who are involved in this to make this an unforgettable day in my sport. Thank you.
It is my distinguished pleasure to stand here today at such a very important function. But I must first say, I don't know if it is because of my, and let me also recognize Mr. Evan. I don't know if it is because of my birthright as a McKenzie, why we are so blessed. I will always say, in great respect to Minister Desmond McKenzie, that he has given his full support at all times to the Portland Infirmary and many things having to do with Portland since he became Minister of Local Government. I won't even say that years of your responsibility, but I've always respected and show you absolute respect, Minister. But I know I can't say you're the counterfeit McKenzie because I'm younger than you. But you always have that opportunity to say so. But let me really show great regard and respect for the fact that not only that the infirmary has improved over time, but this gift to the infirmary in an ambulance is an extremely important addition to the commitment of care to the infirmed. I always say, any one of us, irrespective of where we are in life now, can be placed here. And therefore, we must ensure that when we reach, it is in the best of condition. And Minister, you have placed it in a position that we can all be comfortable if we reach here, that speedy response to proper service is guaranteed with this ambulance, whether it is to Portland to the hospital, to Anata Bay, to St. Anne's Bay, and to Kingston. We will be responded to in short order. And I must commend you, commend your staff, and commend your ministry. Let me welcome everyone here today who have journeyed from wherever you're from to join in this special moment. And may God continue to bless us and to bless all the workers and to ensure the absolute proper care of those residents that are here. And I say, to God be the glory.
Today is a very special day. We are leaving from the drop-in center, which is a few weeks away from opening. A drop-in center that will take care of not only our most vulnerable physical health, but their mental health as well. And today, we are here at this infirmary. And I want you to understand something. This government that I'm a part of has contributed significantly from 2019 to now to this infirmary. In 2019, the female ward was opened. And in 2023, the male ward was open, a 40-bed male ward, right, that you're looking at over there. In addition to several infrastructure opening, fixer-uppers around this infirmary. There is a chef for nutritional needs of our residents here at the infirmary, in addition to a wellness garden. So it is a holistic approach to our most vulnerable. And as I said before, when a society, you can judge a society by the way it cares for the less fortunate. And as McKenzie, Councillor McKenzie said earlier, any one of us could end up right here, there but for the grace of God. This ambulance, which Matron is saying, has been well needed for several years. When they need to take the residents here to the hospital, they will have to call a taxi, wait on a taxi to come. And depending on the health crisis being faced, waiting on a taxi inevitably will be too late. So now we have a fully equipped ambulance to ensure that there is no time wasted between the illness and the treatment that is necessary. And this is also one more evidence of the care this government gives to the less fortunate. Minister McKenzie, long after you're gone, your legacy will live on. I have never witnessed a minister that had such a passion and commitment and have taken the actions necessary to improve the lives of the vulnerable people across this Jamaica land we love. Minister, having known poverty, having gotten out of poverty, and seeing this display of your affection for the less fortunate has endeared you to me in ways that many other politicians haven't. All of us here today have had relatives or friends who have ended up here, know of somebody, relative or friend, that have ended up here. And thankfully, we have increased the bed count in this infirmary to take care of people who need it. Minister McKenzie, on behalf of all the other councillors here today, the citizens, my East Portland family, and the action team, we want to thank you. Chase Fund is one of those agencies that have been doing.
That he might deliver us from this present sinful and wicked world that we are living in today. To God be the glory. Great things he has done. An ambulance to the infirmary. And ambulance services are very important to accidents and acute illnesses in any institution. It saves lives and it is ready to take persons who are in accident to the hospital for emergency care. Now, Mr. Billy Havers said, the ambulance is not to be used for any purpose. And I know if the matron is not careful or strong as I know she is, there would be an emergency here and you ask, where's the ambulance? You can buy 2 patty vans. No. It is not for that purpose. It is to be kept here for emergencies. Because there are some emergencies which you have to move immediately to the hospital. We happen to be managing without an ambulance over the years. But glory be to God, because there was no real emergencies, and I hope the ambulance will serve that purpose while it is here. There are some emergencies that an ambulance is very, very important. Because you know we have a lot of diabetic patients, and some of them are in one of two conditions of diabetes that you consider to be very important. You have the hypoglycemic patient and you have the hyperglycemic patient. Now the hypoglycemic patient is the one that the sugar goes very low, and that patient needs insulin. Sugar goes low, that person would need glucose, right, Major? Would need glucose maybe intravenously, and you have the hyperglycemic condition where the patient would need insulin, and it's also maybe given intravenously. So these conditions are conditions which we might take very simple. So in that respect, the ambulance is very, very important at the infirmary. And God bless all those who have put their hands together and to ensure that an ambulance is placed at the infirmary. The residents, I know, are very, very grateful this afternoon for the ambulance, because some of them may not know how they are going to reach to the hospital if there is an emergency. But now there's an ambulance here, and I'm quite sure that they are more safe than before. The minister, Mr. Haven, said that the minister has provided the infirmary in such a way that any one of us could find ourselves at the infirmary. When we first started the male section of the infirmary, and we were walking, we realized that there were hot water baths in the infirmary. A gentleman was walking, said, boy, I wonder if I could be a patient here. Then the next one, there is no, I prefer not to have the water bath and not being at the infirmary. But we have made the infirmary so comfortable that any one of us counselors, if you find yourself in a position where not only the counselors, any one of us to come to the infirmary, I don't think you will be that worried about the condition at the infirmary. It is up to standard. It is, I mean, you have to consider the less fortunate patients to provide for them in a special way that Minister McKenzie has provided for them. So I only hope God will continue to bless them, and I thank God for what He has done for them. I thank God for what He is doing for them, and I thank God for what He will be doing in the fullness of time. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'm very grateful this afternoon for the donation of this ambulance, and may God continue to bless us all.
These songs of freedom is all I ever had.
Get the shot. Sorry. Excuse me, just let him in, please.
Yeah, man.
Oh.
Hillary, where's the Toyota jet?
Where's the what, sir?
Where's the Toyota gentleman?
Mr. Toyota.
Toyota, Kirk.
Yes.
Can I get some clearance here, please? An emergency ticket. Some clearance, emergency. This seems to be working fine. Right, so I'm going into the vehicle now. Kingston, one stop. Provided temporary shelter in the market for the